Really? Really? Okay, so we're just dead to them replaying the Beavers. Wow. They drew back-to-back Kaitos as, like, their best possible draws 2 turns in a row. I mean, they could have Secret Identity, so I think it's safer to go for the Wrath here. Yeah, then we can just draw a card with Mazemind Tome or play Get Lost. Eddie Merc Crab. Do they have the Secret Identity? Okay. The evolution of this Prowess deck has been fascinating to me. Okay. Keep that. As awkward as that is. Do I want to gift it? 2 creatures. Nope, don't want to gift it. Maybe it was correct to play the second tome instead. What's up, everyone? Sean here. Thanks for stopping by. Revisiting my Orzhov Annex control deck. This has been probably in like my top 3 favorite decks that I just go to when I'm bored in the last couple weeks, when I don't feel like brewing and I just want to pick something up. This one has been up there. So thought I'd record another video on it, just making some small tweaks as the metagame has churned. I think in my last video I mentioned that I wanted to try Beza over the Ajani slot. And then since Sapling Nursery is making its way out of more and more mono green lists, just got the second Deadly cover up because it's better than Spectacular Pile Up against mono green when they don't have Nursery to threaten. You can extract their Esper Origins or you can extract their forests. So I think those were the only 2 changes I made to the main deck. I tweaked the mana a little bit just to get a couple more untapped sources. So I cut a Courtyard and I cut the Fabled Passage for 2 more basic swamps. Basically, not playing a Johnny means I only need 16 white sources to cast Beza and Day of Judgment instead of 18 to cast a Johnny. And then I got a 3rd Rest in Peace in the sideboard since I don't think I would bring in all 3 against mono green, but like the Prowess deck is shifting into more of a Spelementals deck these days, where they're like sometimes they're main decking Hearth Elemental, sometimes they're main decking Eddie Merc Crab, and then if they're not main decking Eddie Merc Crab, then they're almost certainly sideboarding Eddie Merc Crab. So, and then Lessons is also making its way back into the metagame. So just wanted a 3rd Rest in Peace in the sideboard. But I think that's the only changes that I made to the deck. Did a lot of losing tonight. Spoilers, went 1-4. So I was number 150 for, what was that? This is Friday, and that was Tuesday that I was sitting at 150. So how the mighty have fallen over the span of 4 days. But we lost some rank on the last video recorded with Mono Black Annex, and then I've just been like trying out various brews, like different tweaks. I think I've recorded with most of the decks that I've been playing this week. I played a little bit of Sultai, played against a little bit of the Case of the Hothouse deck. And yeah, I think in general the metagame is with Izzet Lessons coming back into the metagame, and then more decks adapting to needing to beat Izzet Lessons. It's just generally getting to be a less friendly metagame for the kind of decks that I like to play, which is unfortunate. But so like, for example, I ran into Excruciator tonight for the first time in a while. I ran into Bear Bending for the first time in a long while, and then played against a friend. I played against Izzet Lessons, lost a close match there, and then I played against the Esper bounce deck, which has been popping up on the fringes. I would not say it's like a solid tier 2.5, maybe tier 3 right now, but it pops up. Felt like I got pretty unlucky in that match, but you know, sometimes things break that way. Games were still fun though, so hopefully you enjoy watching them. Give a little glimpse into the metagame from the perspective of this deck, but this is still one of my favorite decks to play. Thought I'd record a video just with the little knobs that I've been turning, and I thought that they would perform better, but tonight was not our night. So I'll link to the last video that I made with the deck if you want to see more content with the deck. Did a little more winning in that video with the deck. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here, and you know, like, comment, subscribe if you want to support the channel. Been growing pretty steadily. We're almost at 100 subscribers as of recording this, so if you want to be the 100th subscriber, I can't offer you anything other than my gratitude, but it would be pretty cool. So nice little milestone to break there. So that's the goal in the next couple days. But thanks for being here, and you know, just liking, comment, subscribing pleases the algorithm and encourages me to make more content. So enjoy the matches and let me know what you think. I'll catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease. 94%. Okay. This seems like it has a high probability of working out. Ooh, okay. So they're probably that Esper bounce deck. Let's try and find more lands here. Probably need to bin this. We don't have a core or a third land. I have seen black-white versions of like the self-bounce deck. Yeah, but they're Esper. Okay, so we have Kaito covered with Get Lost. We have Cat covered with Iceberg. I haven't seen Cat though in all of the lists. I'm probably gonna get Drowned here, but I just need to try and hit my land drops. Stop on our upkeep, so we get the double scry to look. Yeah, here comes the Drowner. That's fine. Beza is looking like it's gonna be real sweet this game. Maybe I want a second Beza in the board. Curin, picking up beavers. Okay. I think I just want to heist here. I'm going to take 5, but then I can clean up with Day, so I just want to like get rid of anything that might mess with that. Curin, I guess, would mess with that. Lets them pick up a thing. Yeah. So another stop on our upkeep. Oh, did they draw Kaito? They did. That messes with our plan to just clean up with Day of Judgment. You know, they kept both on top. Okay, well. Yikes. So I could keep that and then get lost Kaito and then plan on hexing something. And then just cleaning up with Day. I'm going to gain 4 from Tome. I think that's safer than trying to dig for a land. Yeah, okay, we'll keep that.
Don't worry. I've got an exit strategy.
Really? Really? Okay, so we're just dead to them replaying the Beavers. Wow. They drew back-to-back Kaitos as, like, their best possible draws 2 turns in a row. Let's see. Pest Control. I don't know how good Pest Control is against them. Duress isn't that good because they play a ton of creatures. I honestly don't really want to sideboard too much. Like maybe the end comes in to have one more answer to Kaito. If I had a second Beza, I would probably bring it in. Man, what a sick top deck. Like, the first Kaito was lucky, and then the second one was just absurd. 2 in a row. I mean, in all fairness, they, like, surveilled 2 and kept both cards on top, so it was bound to be a spicy one. I should probably not complain too much. Do I want another The End? Or I guess it's only my first The End. Yeah. Like, usually Planeswalkers are not the best against a bunch of flyers. They're for sure bringing in counter spells, though, so maybe I want another Heist over the Elspeth. I could cut a cover-up for The End. Yeah, slow Wraths are not at their best against a bunch of flash threats. Okay. Oh, they're mulliganing. And we have 2 discard spells, so that is particularly good into the mulligan. Dream Beavas. Probably just going to hex that here to use our mana. They don't have white mana. Let's just take their creature. Okay. We just get to stare at each other now, but we're making land drops, so... Just want to cycle it. Yeah, let's... If they want to peck at me with the beavers, I think I'm fine with that. On the bottom. Cruelclaw's Heist. Let's see what they got. They're going to get to play Kaito. And then we can the end it.
I've always got. Don't worry, Pom Pom Chan. I've got. Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
They kept both on top. Do I want to counter that? I don't think so. Especially since they kept the other card on top. Nurturing Pixie. Okay. Picking up beavers.
There's gotta be another way out.
So they have 2 Tishanas, 3 Get Lost in their deck, a Sig, Nowhere to Run Momentum Breaker. They have 2 Storm Chasers talents. So I guess we should bring in the Pest Control. They only have 1 Aang. So 1 Aang, 2 Get Lost. They don't have any counter magic, but they did bring in 2 Duresses. Okay. Get these lands out of here. Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can pay for it through the No More Lies. But they do have Get Lost, so I think we need to just prioritize the day here. Just do it for 1. Yeah. Kirin. unfortunately, we have to counter that. Could have played around Kirin by playing it for 2. But then they just don't play the Kirin into it. That's too bad. And our Pest Control got cycled away this game. Wow.
Knowledge is a virtue. Equilibrium must be restored.
Get lost.
My plan bears
Probably need to save this for the Aang. That was a good draw. I mean, I guess they're just going to earthbend the token. Or airbend the token. Yeah, it's not even worth it to... I guess that wasn't that good of a draw. Really? Wow. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just die to our own Annex here. Alright. I feel like we got pretty unlucky there. But, I mean... They were mana screwed. This is the game where they were mana screwed and we were mana flooded. Yeah. Like, they just had, like, all the answers to all of our good draws in their hand. We didn't. Alright. Not a good start to the evening. Carl, 0304. I don't love double Ugin, but we have our cheap interaction and a bridge to draw into more lands. Is this... If this gets spell snared, we're gonna be in some trouble. Okay, this is spell elementals. I guess it could be Prowess. Given our hand, I think we'd rather be playing against Prowess. Yeah. Try and get a little more value off of this day. If they like super pop off on the Otter, we can go for the Hex. Stock up. Nice. Let's see what we hit. We drew our land, so I think I'm going to go for the Hex here. Just try and keep our life total high. Like, it opens us up to being a little weaker to a Slick Shot, but now we can Cruelclaw them. Slick Shot, Storm Chaser's Talent. With the Boomerang in their hand, I think we're actually more worried about the Storm Chaser's Talent. Slick Shot is going to hurt, though. They can play it. I mean, if we're holding up mana for the Tome, so there's a good chance that they, like, don't go for it. I guess they are going for it. Is that like an Avatar sleeve? Okay. Elusive Otter. That plays right into our day. This is looking pretty good. This matchup, I mean, this is the best performing deck of the week. And this deck has a very good matchup against it, so let's draw a card. Gain some life. I did cut some white sources since I cut a Johnny from the deck, but maybe I just want more courtyards in the deck, even though them coming into play tapped is a pain sometimes. Like, we could have gotten pretty punished for not being able to cast this day. Firdoch Core. That will let us play Ugin. Or I could just try and bottom it and try and... I think greedy to bottom it. I'm going to keep it. Like, if we need to, we can play it and Day of Judgment next turn. Or cycle the Pest Control. But if they hit a Storm Chaser's Talent here, we might just be hard casting the Pest Control. Ooh, suspending the Slick Shot. Okay. This could be pretty painful. Bouncing the core. And they have double burst lightning in their hand. Untapped land. I mean, they could have secret identity, so I think it's safer to go for the Wrath here. Yeah, then we can just draw a card with Mazemind Tome or play Get Lost. Eddie Mert Crab. Do they have the secret identity? Okay. The evolution of this Prowess deck has been fascinating to me. Okay. Yep. So if they're bringing in Crab... I think the Planeswalkers are just too slow. Iceberg might actually be a liability here because they play Boomerang Basics. So maybe I want the end instead of Iceberg. Because they were definitely bringing in Ral. Cut one. Deadly Cover-Up. Or maybe I'm cutting... Could be Ugin. It's just too slow. Could be Annex. Yeah. Like the front half of Annex when we have a core is good against them, but like the backside of Annex is not that great against them. Okay, no turn one creature is very nice. Ooh, that does let us go turn one Duress. See if we can catch a talent or something. Take the stock up. Okay. So they can crab us this turn. Oh, but they drew stock up. Okay. Ooh, that was good. Take that, Eddie Mert Crab. Ooh, nice. Love me some core. Slick shot, okay. How scary is this slick shot? Okay, so we're going to take 5, but then we can core and get lost, and then follow up with Annex or Wrath. Maybe I want to hold off. Like, holding off could get punished by secret identity, but if they have Ral, again, they're not going to play Ral this turn, so we can get lost it now. but I'm still doing it in response to stock up in case they have the secret identity. I think they've been cutting secret identity from their deck, though. Ooh, Draycatcher. Interesting. I think I just want to start gaining life. Get the tome into play. Start building counters on that. Ooh, nice.
Out of my way! Must still it on a mission. I have a plan.
Are they gonna draw? They're making tokens.
I
Okay.
hope you've got bottled lightning share.
That was good. Unfortunately, I can't cover up and get lost. I think I have to go for the cover up. No, so if I get lost here, I'm going to take 5, and then 3 spells chained together will kill me. No, they would need 4 spells chained together to kill me. Because I'm going to gain 2. I'm going to get rid of the Ral. But maybe it's correct to just play it safe. Well, like, resolve the big expensive spell while they're tapped out. Makes sense. They are getting close to hard casting that crab. I would have thought they would have leveled up the talent. I guess it's only a level 1 and level 2 doesn't do anything. So now they might just minus Ral. No, they're plussing him. Okay.
You get to be my protege today.
Soulstone Sanctuary. I don't think we want more lands. Firdoch Core is kind of like drawing more lands.
Well, this was wasted time.
That's too bad. Yeah, back half of Annex is really bad against them. Kept it on top. Oh, nice.
Let's make like light and crack. Together we can shift the current.
Get that out of here. If Hex is gonna do it, maybe it will. So I can activate core, attack Ral. something. Stem the bleeding a little bit. They're drawing 3. I should have hexed in response. They pitched the crab, okay. Suspend, slick shot, suspend, slick shot. Jeez, I guess I should have scryed. Like, yeah. I know I'm using all of my mana this turn, so... can I afford to attack the Ral? I don't think so. Let's see what's on top. Get that out of there. Hitting a big lamb pocket here. Jeez. We basically need to draw Hex. That might be good enough. Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce kills us. Yeah, we needed them to have a blank there.
Another genius idea by Raoul.
We hit a lot of lands. Don't think I want to change anything. Maybe they're siding out the crabs if they saw Rest in Peace. I think I still just run it like this. I don't love this, but we're gonna try it. Okay. Holding up Get Lost here in case they go for the boomerang basics. Okay. Oh, man. This is not good. Yeah. It's painful. This stack. Like, I'm not going to mulligan the 2-lander with Annex and Core. But yeah, we probably weren't beating the double Spell Pierce draw. I mean, if we played Core on turn 3 when they suspended Slick Shot, yeah, okay. I feel like this deck is a good matchup, or we're at least slightly favored against them, but we got flooded in game 2 and screwed in game 3. So, very disappointing. Man, we were at 150 at one point, like 2 days ago. Now we're at 96%. Brutal. Elf Kicker. 689. This hand might be too slow. But we have a tome, so and some interaction if we draw a white source. They mulligan. This is the Cub deck. Oh no, wow. I have not seen bear bending in a hot minute. I think I'm just gonna kill that. Like, I don't want them airbending it. I do still have the Torpor Orbs in my sideboard. I think I'm supposed to do this. Mikey's technique in bear bending. That's an interesting innovation. Okay, so they're going to get to Mikey's technique me. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Tome doesn't do you much good when you're priced into interacting on turn 2 instead of... I mean, when we're on the draw, so we're kind of priced into interacting on turn 2 against almost everything. Jeez. I hate this deck so much. It's so hard to interact with. Okay, that was lucky. They still have Aang hiding there in Airbend. And Aang has a lot of good hits. But if we do draw land, we'll be able to extract something with Devious Cover-Up. Do they have Appa? Appa goes off here. They do. I don't think that they can kill me with haste since they're tapped out. I mean, I guess if they airbended the Fulcrum, then they... No, but they get to just keep Aang in suspend. And so they have protection from my wrath. This is such a frustrating deck to play against, because you just have to let them do their thing so that you can see, like, what their kill spell is, or what their loop is. Like, we're basically 0% to win this, but we're just hoping that they mess up and, like, don't keep an Aang in airbend and give us an opening. So I have to sit here and let them combo off. Yeah, I mean, they're number 689. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they're just gonna do their thing. Man. They play Elf. I don't think we didn't see Gene Pollinator, so I'm going to take out the Pest Control. Actually, they probably have Seam Rip, so maybe I do want the Pest Control. Aang's Iceberg. They have to bring in, like, disenchants against me. I mean, they didn't see any of our big enchantments, but... yeah, maybe Iceberg is the cut. It's kind of slow. And I would just be so nervous, like, staking my whole game plan on them not being able to kill an Iceberg. Ugh. Surveil. We can play Tome, and then we have cheap interaction. Okay. Step 1. Second land. I think I just need to try and hit lands. Let's see what they got. Second Doc Arlock. awkward as that is. Do I want to gift it? 2 creatures. Nope, don't want to gift it. Maybe it was correct to play the second tome instead. Okay. We are not out of the woods yet, because we took out all of our aggressive cards. It's unfortunate. You're just transforming Aang. Okay. Alright. Got pretty lucky there that they had a very do-nothing hand. They were just all in on the Mikey's technique. I mean, between Mikey's technique and Reality Fulcrum, like, Duress is looking more appealing, but, like, I hate bringing in Duress in spots like this. Hmm. Let's run it back. Okay. Okay. Sure. Fulcrum, Reality Fulcrum, Quantum Riddler. Mazemind Tome into play. I think I'd rather get the Tome into play. Open myself up to being able to just play like the draw go game and keep the end open. Okay, they might pop off right now. So they hit Aang, which means that they get one more look to try and hit Appa. Okay. I get to play Riddler. So we need to like try and hit a Wrath here. Like, yes, we can the end dock, which means that they have to play a fair game against us, but like we're just gonna lose a fair game against them because this is turn 4. Look at how stupid this standard format is. They only play 2 Dock Arlocks. Oh, I guess they had 1 in the graveyard, so they have 3. Okay, I mean, we have 3 chances to hit a Wrath, or we die. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we're just dead. They can just lethal us right here because they can flip Aang. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. They just get to flip Aang and kill us. Man. Oh, 0-3 on the night. I hate it so much. %. Javier A. Prieto. Okay. And putting down Heist, we can't cast it. Do I want that more than I want another land? I don't think so. So now the question is, do I play again? Do I play around something like Restoration Magic? If they have a Restoration Magic, they would probably use it there. We need to find an answer to Halia. So I'm going to keep that and then just play the Annex. Okay. I can try and be greedy here. Try and catch a little bit more with the Wrath. Okay, they're gonna get to draw a card. Ugh. Just running bad today. Do I want Raid? I mean, Torpor Orb turns off all their, like, enter the battlefield life gain things. But Pest Control is also really good against them. Heist is probably not at its best. I don't know how much I care about Torpor Orb. This deck loves giving me hands like this. I mean, that's one of the innate weaknesses of this deck. That was weird. Two Exemplar of Light, Resplendent Angel, 4 Ley Line of Hope, 4 Essence Channeler, 3 Get Lost, 2 Valorous Stance. That's good to know about. Yep. Come on, deck. Let's find something to turn the corner with here. Wow, they bend it. Did not expect that. They bend that too. Wow. I don't even think I want to exile the ones from their library, because I have no problem if they draw them. Okay, there. That turns the corner nicely. Do I just start trading hits here? Valor's stats. Okay. Come and get me. Tactics. Okay. Hopefully they will exercise this, and then that will let us safely iceberg away the Halia or the ley line. Yeah, we're keeping that. Get these lands out of here. Don't want those. Hmm. Things are looking good. They do have a couple of pretty good draws, though, that they can hit. Warping Halia. I don't understand that line. Like, yeah, they get to draw a card, but why not just hardcast Halia and then draw a card? Hmm. And all of my stuff costs 0. Gaining 6 for each creature they play. Hmm. 1 Exemplar, 1 Halia, 2 Resplendent Angels. Was a little harder than I feel like it should have been, but we got our first win of the night. Bold priority. The ambitious. 97%. Okay, this hand is solid. Looks like we're against Excruciator. Have not played this matchup in a long time. Oh, do I want to gift it? Probably. They play stock up and stuff like that. Take their Deceit or their Kavaro. Yeah, if I take their Deceit, then I can cast Deceit and then take their Kavaro. So that seems good. But they have double Reef, so we need to be mindful of just losing to Excruciator. Annex is good. Maybe we didn't want to play the Annex there, because now they have Doomblade, or Doomsday. They pitch Doomsday. Interesting. They drew another one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can beat just a Doomsday here. Okay. Yeah. This is not a good matchup. We don't really have like a way to pressure them without drawing cards. I like keeping in some number of Hex just because killing Reef is super important. Rest in peace. Probably. Keep them honest with the single Reef. Yeah, we don't have a way to like kill them quickly, and so any Doomsday that they draw, like all we can do is hope to make them discard it. I'm surprised that they didn't evoke. Now I kind of want to just grab their Deceit, but I think I'm going to just start drawing cards. Save the tactics for a little later. What do they got going on in there? So they have a Winter Night Stories in their hand. They have a Hex. This is going to gain me life and draw me a card. Or I can play Core. And then, yeah, I think this is just going to be better. Broadcasting Winter Night Stories.
Warrior Queen Necromancer. This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Is this a Doomsday? Deceit. I mean, I guess that was a good draw.
I grant you a preparation. Yields my timeless insight is vital to success.
Okay. Sometimes they don't have it. Yeah, we didn't see any spell snares, so I think leaning on Get Lost to cover Reef post Excruciator is going to be fine. They're keeping 7. I mean, this hand is pretty good against them. I'm going to try it. I feel like we have to get a little lucky in this match. So they have the Doomsday. They get to take our tome now. Or maybe they take Heist. They took Annex. Interesting. I think to just try and hit my land drops. I was thinking about gifting Heist and taking Quantum Riddler. But I think that's greedy because I only have 5 discard spells that catch Excruciator. And so I need to just use this on that. Oh, well, there's one. Oh, but I'm kind of digging for lands, so... They took Core. Interesting. This is such a weird match. We're just like... just trying to nuke each other's hands. But they have actual card draw in their deck, so I feel like we're a huge dog. And they have just an I win button with Doomsday. This is not looking good. Hmm. If they go for Riddler, they go land Riddler, I can get Lost the Riddler in response. They're going to have a ton of map tokens. Yeah. We're just mono screwed here. Oh, and that's gonna answer our Liliana, so... Okay, 1 and 4 on the night. Ooh. Metagame is churning. So... We saw Excruciator tonight. This was the first time I played against Excruciator in probably over a week. And it's been very much on the fringes. Like I've honestly played against Dimir midrange more times than Excruciator in like this entire season probably. So that was something that you don't usually see, or I haven't usually seen. Played against Bair bending for the first time this season. I mean, maybe I played against it in the early bits of the season before things shook out, but like ever since Izzet Prowess became super dominant, like I have not run into Bair bending. Felt like I got super unlucky to lose against the Esper deck. And we lost to Prowess. I felt like that was a pretty good match though. I don't remember what exactly happened in game 3. But yeah. I mean, I like all of our card choices here. I feel like we didn't play against any landfall, which we have a good landfall matchup. We lost to Prowess, but I feel like we're favored against Prowess. And then we played against a bunch of random things that just kind of came out of left field. Bair bending is a bad matchup if we don't draw Torpor Orb. Yeah. The fact that deck just gets to like sometimes do the Cub thing and just crazy out-tempo you, and then also just like threaten to have the loop. It's a lot. But changes that I made, like Beza, seemed fine if my opponent did not top deck that Kaito in game 1. I think I had a Beza in my hand when they top decked the second Kaito to kill me exactly. Yeah, I think Beza was going to stabilize us there. So I think I like Beza more than I like a Johnny. Didn't really get to play Elspeth. Liliana just didn't really get much time to shine. But yeah, I still like this deck. For a while, it was my most winning deck, but it seems like the metagame is churning, so we gotta go back to the drawing board. It seems like Lessons is edging into the metagame again. Excruciator is getting into the metagame again. So yeah, that's the deck. But hopefully you found me getting my face smashed a whole bunch and then beating the obligatory mono white Lifegain deck. Hopefully you at least found it entertaining. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.